ball in the boxes somewhere along that routine. It just didn't go to the right. I like the fact that they're trying things, but you've got to make sure you can.
One ball in the box. First half from Williams, right across the face, was a dangerous one, and it took Canetio to be really stretching to keep it away. Shows some things they can. Aside from Bushman, has been busy in the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, he's really grown into the game. He's popping all over the place, offering himself. Nice kick as he walked the ball, reached the line. He sprayed it out to Fernandez, and he just slipped him in behind. But these are the areas we need to play in. Final third.
Forward from Fish, but forward. There is a noticeable wind. It's the training ground. The ball on the floor seems a better option. It's really well to draw the foul from Tom Clayton. He does that so often, Hannibal. Win fouls for his side in dangerous positions.
Yeah, excellent play. Good feet, as you see there, glued to his foot the ball. When he knocks it, he goes with fire. Gets his body across, and the only thing Clayton can do at that point is fouling. I like seeing it when attackers go with real conviction and aggression like that, and put defenders in difficult positions. So, Bushman going into the game in the last 5 or 10 minutes. It'll be interesting to see what kind of delivery he can have here.
Well, Bushman wasn't involved last week against Leicester City. Goal in 4 games for the 23s. It takes something special for this to go in. I think it would be a cross. It's towards the 6-yard away. Starting to find teammates at United will have a throw in on this left side.
Disappointed with himself, Bushman. He knows he's got the ball, delivery, but
O'Rourke the closest to it for Liverpool, then Woodburn also chasing. Given away by Fernandez.
So it's been tough for the back four of United. Liverpool really pressed well when they've gone. The front of that's really pressed well. Both teams, I suppose.
That's how United Joe Hugill nearly got the benefit of a bit of industry there, but free kick given against him.
It's unfortunate there, Joe. Fighting for the ball, that manages to win it cleanly.
Well, Hugill, the scorer of Manchester United's second. New boy Amad Diallo with United's first, and he could be here. And Marcelo Pitaluga had to be alert as he came out, and now it's Diallo. Couldn't quite get it away from his feet. He's got the ball on a string and very nearly lifted it into the far corner as Marcelo was backtracking. Standards for himself.
Yeah, he does look good ball. Again, he gets it behind, just gets there before the ball. Shoulder short side very well. Just watching Liverpool players get around him. Fight with the ball. Don't want to let him through. He still manages to get a shot away, or step it away. Just not quite managing to nestle in the farm. You just see as soon as he gets the ball, the Liverpool players are all around him. So the team are very aware of that.
Clayton can't keep it in. So there's been plenty of action down this left side, Danny.
Yeah, that's been really interesting. It's been bright. Fernandez has been up for the fight as well. Omlet had a lot of the ball and showed some real moments of quality. And Tom Clayton, trying to battle him. So yeah, it's definitely been interesting. There's been a lot of action.
Omar slips as he takes that clearance forward by Canetio. The ring breaks down once again for Liverpool.
The thing I will say is that Liverpool's chances haven't really come from them carving United open. A few silly more lapses of concentration from United and trying to play out from the back. So
Bushman can't quite get control of it. there by Reece. Certainly clutching his right ankle is the international.
Yeah, really sore. When you go to kick the ball with the studs of Reece Devine, you can be sore when you do sort of 5 seconds. Yeah, but he's not happy there. He's talking to him. He's got something to say about it.
Now Woodburn spent the first season on loan at Blackpool, League One. Getting some experience of senior football. Sporting with the Liverpool ranks.
21 now, Bevel. He's played 11 times in the first two.
Free kick, Fernandez does well to get ahead on it. Goalwards and fired in by Tyler Morton. A shot which drags Liverpool back into this game, 2-1.
United just don't clear their lines well enough. Got in, managed to get ahead of the first one, but good strike. In fairness, it was a very good strike for Morton. He dropped it twice on the half volley. There's the pass back to Kovar, but disappointed with that. Very disappointed.
Manchester United's lead halved in the 34th. The outstretched arm. Succession with a good challenge on Woodburn from Alvaro. Pressure here from Savage heads it forward for Liverpool. Well by Fish. And again by Cometio. Now by Fleischmann. Showing a short an arm in the face there. In doing, says the referee.
Just to get it all down to the centre.
Maybe it's this young man, Amati. Certainly bought a couple of yards there for his side.
That's it. Just need somebody to do exactly what he's just done. Just settle it down. Actually, the ball's banging around. A little bit of composure. That shows that.
Challenge from the United defence, and now Big stretch his legs. Now Diallo between two, Amad Diallo. Snap to the left with Fleischmann, who squared it into the centre. Still Diallo with smart feet. This time he's
Lovely play, Diallo. He's got a gift to be able to go out to players. Somebody down there so many times, not good.
Fidello Rourke on the ground there. Full force, I think, of Will Fish through the back of him. In a challenge just to go, which set Hannibal Metchbury free to go and counter there. The Liverpool man receives treatment. Chance to get some respite with fewer than 10 minutes to go. Half-time interval. Neil would be happy, I think, with what he's seen so far on his Manchester United side.
Yeah. Team is struggling the way now coming into the game. I think he'll be disappointed that they've conceded. However, it wasn't anything anybody did wrong. But, yeah, in general, he'll be happy that it's 2-0.
Quick drink. chance to relay some tactics. Manchester United going into this game 10th. Under 23 Premier League 2. Liverpool meanwhile was 7th. Williams steps in now. Diallo and Shortire back to Williams. Ball over the top for Hugill to try and latch on to. Vandenberg steps in away from his own teammate Cometio.
Good play there. United trying to get forward. Diallo at the heart of it at this moment in time. He's come to life. Lovely bit of play, you know, just prior to Fidel O'Rourke, you know, being on the floor, where he ran through, glided through a couple, showed exactly what he's about. Amad Diallo.
Throw-in taken by Remy Savage, nodded in field by Diallo. Vandenberg will smash away. Signed in June 2019 for Liverpool from Pex Foller for £1.3 million, did Sepp Vandenberg. No first team appearances this season for him, but he has played in the EFL Trophy, much like a number of the Manchester United under-23 players today who have also played in the same competition.
I do think that's a positive competition for these young lads, you know, playing against first team players, to bridge the gap a little bit, because the 23s football at times, you know, doesn't provide the level of sort of streetwiseness, if for want of a better word, that first team football provides, and it's been a good competition for them.
Well, United got off to a flying start in that competition. They beat Salford City by 6-0 in September in the EFL Trophy. Hannibal Medjbury scored one of the goals in that 6-0 win, as did Charlie McCann, who's amongst the substitutes for the under-23s today. Lofted ball from Fish. Puigmal trying to get on the end of it, but out comes Marcelo Pitaluga. Nice ball in behind here for Fidel O'Rourke, and Matej Kovar had to make himself big and spread himself. He did just enough to try and steer the ball away from the danger zone.
I think he's struggling there, Fidel O'Rourke. He had the adrenaline to go through, but I think he's really struggling since that challenge on his lower back.
He certainly looks in some discomfort as he throws his head back. Sometimes those challenges, almost when you're not braced for it, Danny, and you're not expecting it, they can almost jar you, can't they?
Yeah, they can. They can be the ball in the box where you can.
Well, that one ball in the box from earlier in this first half from Williams, right across the face, was a dangerous one, and it took Cometio to be really stretching to keep it away. Just shows how dangerous they can be. Nice ball from Fernandez. Side from Puig.
Really painful, and I think what's happened to him there, he's taken a knock at the bottom of his spine, and it just stays numb. It's not an easy one to shake off at all. You know, he can sometimes get in at half-time and rub it, but it's not an easy one to play on with, because, you know, there's a lot of twisting and turning, and he looks to seriously be struggling with it.
He's still being looked at here, Fidel O'Rourke, who was scouted late by Liverpool. He was picked up by the club at 13 years old, whilst he was an under-14 player, which, in the general context of the game these days, makes him quite a late bloomer.
That's right. You know, clubs are looking at players, you know, as young as 4 and 5 now, so definitely a late bloomer.
Well, he turns 19 on Friday, Fidel O'Rourke. Probably an unwanted early birthday present, if it is a long-standing injury. And replacing him is Joe Hardy. So Fidel O'Rourke makes way. Joe Hardy comes on. He was signed from Brentford last January. A slice clearance there from Fernandez, and he's straight in the game, Hardy. And a chance here for Liverpool, and it's taken by Louis Longstaff. I'll talk about immediate impact. Joe Hardy off the bench for Liverpool and straight in the action. And Manchester United just switched off.
Yeah, it's set up well for the throw-in, but as you say, just switched off. A slice from Fernandez. Not great control there from Will Fish. And then as it comes to Brandon, he doesn't quite get hold of it, and Louis Longstaff is presented with a gift just to turn and hit it. And it's, it's a catalogue of errors. We said early on, United have to focus and eradicate these errors, and it's cost them there.
Well, with just a couple of minutes to go until half-time, Liverpool have dragged themselves back into this one. The score now 2-2.
I think Neil Wood will be disappointed with the way they've conceded there. Numerous opportunities to clear it, lacking concentration at times. And again, it's development football, understandably, but you're disappointed whenever that happens, because these boys have definitely got the quality.
Well, United were 2 goals in front, and now they've been pegged back, and Liverpool come forward again here with Leighton Clarkson trying to get beyond Shortire, and here it's Louis Longstaff who just equalised for the home side. Well dealt with and fired back in the end by Leighton Clarkson on the half volley. Now Diallo will just run slightly away from him.
Will Fish, an important interception there as it was going through. It was Longstaff who would have been in had he not intercepted.
Diallo back doing the dirty work and some of his defensive duties. Here's Joe Hardy, who has made an instant impact.
He has, in fairness. He's been busy, he's been bright, and sometimes that's the benefit of sitting and watching the game for a little while. You understand where you can get at your opponents, and he's been busy in the pockets. From the moment he came on, he was part of the second goal, Liverpool's.
Well, Joe Hardy is back from ankle ligament damage, which he picked up in November. So still just trying to find himself in terms of fitness and physicality. We have reached the 45-minute mark, but of course, due to Fidel O'Rourke being down for a while and being replaced by Joe Hardy, we'll have a couple of extra minutes to play here, but Manchester United will want to repel this free kick from Liverpool. After being 2 goals in front, they don't want to go into the break with an uphill battle in the second half.
No, it's important they don't concede here.
Clarkson. It almost went through the arms of Matej Kovar. But he did enough.
I think Kovar's expecting it to come over the wall, and he's gone around the wall, and he sees it late. Manages just to palm it away from danger.
He's very tough on himself, Matej Kovar. Demands high standards, so he'll want to ensure that he does go into half-time with the scores level. Here comes the corner, swung in. Headed away by United. It will be another Liverpool corner.
Just need to be solid here, United. Make sure they're picking up the men, the right zones as well, because it looks like it's part zonal, part man for man.
2 men on the near post for Manchester United. In comes the second corner, and this time Kovar does well to rise above everyone, keep his eye on it as he was backpedaling. Perhaps set Manchester United away here with Williams. What's a strong challenge on Brandon Williams. And Hannibal Mejbri just letting his thoughts be known.
Yeah, very, very strong challenge there. And Brandon doesn't go down unless he's brought down. So yeah, very strong challenge there, and Hannibal wasn't happy with it at all. I think it was Remy Savage who came. Oh no, it wasn't Remy Savage.
I think it's Tyler Morton.
Tyler Morton,
who scored Liverpool's first in the 34th minute. Just 11 minutes later gets himself into the book. No real complaints there. And as you say, Danny, Hannibal Mejbri in the thick of the action. Loves a little bit of the needle, does Hannibal. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, Manchester United were under the cosh a little bit for the first quarter of an hour or so. But then Amad Diallo on his Manchester United debut showed his quality to put United in front. They grabbed a second through Hugh Gill before Liverpool pegged them back twice. Manchester United 2, Liverpool 2 at half-time.